Couldn't you just look at that view for ages? I mean, really. It's like, wow, that is so relaxing. Oh, thank you, email coming in. And with that, bringing back into reality, let's do this.
Good morning, sunshine. Are you ready to be energized?
Good morning, Scotland. Good morning. What shall we call it today? We'll call it social media land. Good morning, TikTok. Good morning, YouTube. Good morning, everybody. It is Friday. Look, you have made it to a whole end of another week. How cool is that? That is amazing. Absolutely amazing. I just want to say we are doing a simulcast on the Tube of Views and the Tick of Talks. So good morning to the Tick of Talks and good morning to the Tube of Views, and I hope you're all well. And if you guys on TikTok want to come and join us on YouTube so you can see what's on the actual screen, the little link is in my bio. You can see above my head here how to go and get that. We will be talking to you guys as we go through, so yeah, please come and join us on YouTube as well. It's just a little click away. You can come and join us and you can see what I'm ranting about clearly rather than me just looking here. Where I'm also looking at the camera up there as well for YouTube, which is cool, very cool. Right, so yeah, it's Friday. We have made it to the end of the week without craziness, and I'm very happy that we've done that. I really am. Yesterday, I fell down a rabbit hole of social media. I've not done that in such a long time, and that rabbit hole was Douyin, the Chinese TikTok. It's the same thing, but it's based in China. It is astounding. Did you know that there is 400 million daily users, active daily users on Douyin? I can't get over that. That is like about a third of the population of China using the TikTok app at any given one time. That is absolute insanity. I can't get over that. So, I mean, that's a whole marketplace waiting to be. No wonder Microsoft want to buy it, you know? Crazy times. Crazy times. So, what is new in the great big world of the Tick of Talks and the Tube of Views? Nothing much. I've been chilling. I've got my return to work meeting for work tomorrow, so we will be moving into the evolutional stage of pre-recorded shows for the evening as much, with only maybe 2 or 3 lives a week. We've kind of been testing the waters for that just now, and yeah, what can I say? And in the chat, boo, there is Morgan waiting for the catchphrase called Morgan. How are you, Morgan? Morgan is one of our regular admins on the YouTube channel, and Morgan also has a Twitch stream as well. I think is it Morgan Riley Gaming on Twitch? Is that right? I could be wrong. But yeah, please give Morgan, if you're a TikToker and you Twitch. If you Twitch and you're a TikToker, go and find Morgan Riley Gaming. I think it's that. He'll tell me if that's the case. And yeah. Well, let's see. Yes, I was right. Morgan Riley Gaming. Give Morgan Riley a big old follow across on Twitch. I would like to game. I just have 4 kids. I don't have time to game. I barely have time to do this stream. Okay, so the morning show, what is that all about for the TikToking people? We like to come on, we like to go live on the YouTube, and we look at the papers, and we rant a little bit about it, complain about the world, give you the Mojax Happy opinion of how to fix it, stuff like that, and we drink. Whoa, look at that, you see that? Mug disappears into the green screen. Oh, if only you and guys on YouTube could see this. It's like, whoa, whoa. It's weird. Yep, so yeah, we do a lot of, we do a whole load of stuff on YouTube. We do lots of shows in the evening, but we're going into pre-recorded stuff. The 3 lives that we're going to keep though is the Sunday night show, because that's all about positivity, the Wednesday night show, because that is all about human beings and stuff that we do that's good and bad. And we also do we're going to keep the Friday night show and the occasional Thursday. Friday night one is called It's Not the Friday Night Show. That is tonight. That is a talk show with a panel of hosts, and we get 3 what's it called, 3 like topics, silly topics, and we discuss them. Like tonight will be your favourite and strangest holiday destination, and then your most incredible Italian meal ever had, and I've still got to go and choose the other one from Instagram, which will be good fun as well. But we're going to get started and have a look at the old rantage of the papers and see what's going on. This is where I get a bit political and things, so apologies if you're a person that does enjoy the company of the Conservative Party. I'm not the greatest fan of the Tory Party, but please, if you want to see the papers, TikTok land, you're going to have to come across here, because I've got the newspapers up on the screen in YouTube, and it's much, much, much easier to see that. Okay, righty ho, right. Right, excellent. Right, so let's bring up the big paper screen, shall we? Yeah, boom. Little Mo with big papers. Boom. Teachers handed out implausibly high predicted grades, says the exams regulator. This is the headline in the Daily Telegraph. Listen, if you're a TikToker and you've been affected by all this incredibly crazy nonsense of the exams, let me know down in the chat here. And if you come across to the YouTube, tell me there as well. Just say, hi, I've come across from TikTok. That'd be really good. And anybody that follows here today, please follow back. Okay, I will follow back. Follow each other while we're doing this. Turn this into sort of like a little hypeness going on. And anybody that follows myself, the host today, I will follow back after the show. I guarantee it. I do it for everybody. It's good fun. I might even check out your stuff as well. That's always good. Okay, a bit of the old choky wokey there. Right, so teachers handed out implausibly high predicted grades, says exams regulator. Wow, we'll have a look at the blurb for that. The picture on the screen today is students with their A-level results in hands, looking a little bit perplexed, standing in the heat of heatness. So yeah, a bit wacky there. And Prime Minister accelerates lockdown easing from this weekend. Union flag to adorn projects in Scotland funded by the UK. That is not going to go down well. Yeah, do you know something? You have to look at it, alright? Why? We're going to come on to the flag thing in a second, alright? Trump brokers peace deal between Israel and the UAE. Do you think Trump is going after the Nobel Peace Prize, maybe? I don't know. Maybe he is. Anyway, the blurb at the bottom of the page says, as A-level students complain about being failed by the government's marking system, the Daily Telegraph splash focuses on claims the exam regulator that some teachers submitted implausibly high predicted grades. The Office of Qualifications and Examinations Regulator, Ofqual, that's a great name, Ofqual. We're Ofqual. Ofqual. Quali off. Offity off. Ofqual. Ofqual. I can't get that out of my head now. Ofqual. Get it out your head. Just lose it. Lose it quickly. It's gone. Ofqual. Damn it! It's still there. God. Right, Ofqual. Do you know when you get a word stuck in your head? It's just not going. It's going nowhere. Anyway, that word, Ofqual, told the papers that while most teachers entered accurate estimates, some put forward wildly high grades, citing one centre which submitted all A's and A-grade students in 2 subjects were previously... oh my God. Sources close to the Education Secretary Gavin Williamson said there would be no Scottish style U-turn on downgraded results, but one backbencher told the paper that he should hang his head in shame and resign. Yes, a Tory resigning from Westminster, no matter what it is always a good thing in my book, personally. But yeah, look, I think that when you look at the Ofqual, they're passing the buck. It's like, no, we're going to downgrade all these grades, and the lame excuse in some places they gave bigger grades than the boys and girls should have actually got. Yeah, do you know what? The government's spoken Ofqual, right? You can't turn round and, if they turn around and say, instruct you to go and do something, you need to go and do it. You really do. Which is to give the English students the choice. Stick to the grade that they get. Resit the exam, or go with the results from the mocks. That is what really should happen. That's what was said the other day there. Or go and do a Scottish thing. We kind of look at the teachers as knowing the children and the students' children, knowing the students better than the equivalent of Ofqual up here. And as far as I'm concerned, it's the best thing to do, because we've not had implausibly high results. We've had the downgrading of results, and there's a bit of a scandal as to the geographic locations in England of how this happened. We will come on to that, and you will have a big old rant from Mojax, from Radio Apocalypse, doing that, which is just going to be the case. Right, and if you are watching in TikTok land again, please come and join us across in YouTube land, where you can see all these merry little bits of paper that I'm talking about just now. Now, there was something there, the Union flag to adorn projects in Scotland funded by the UK. Right, so how about we stick the Scottish flag on everything down in England that we helped partially fund? How about have both of our flags? Well, that's what the Union Jack is. That's everybody's flag. Yes, but it's an adornment of what happens in the Union. Okay, why is that the case? And is not the money that we send down, is that not? I mean, we send down the equivalent of, say, £10, and we get like £5-6 back to spend of that money, right? So what gives you the right to stick flags on up here? You've got your own flag. Why don't you stick up flags on for everything that's been funded by the English taxpayer, and we will show you everything. In fact, that would be interesting. Let's get like a bit of a passive thing going on down south, where we stick a little flag at the front door of everything where the Scottish taxpayers' money has gone to. I mean, it's been spread thin across the UK. I'm not anti-English, right? I really am not anti-English, but see, when it's like blatantly rubbing your face in the dog's do of unionism, it really frustrates me. It really does. We're going to stick a flag on everything that we've done because we are friggin' marvellous. We really are. We're astounding. We couldn't be better. We're the best in the world. We have British exceptional. In fact, no, it is English exceptionalism. And that only comes from Westminster. It doesn't come from the north of England. You guys are cool. It doesn't come from the south of England. You guys, in fact, you know what? It doesn't come outside that little bubble called Westminster. It just drives me friggin' bananas. My mouth's getting dry. I better drink. God damn. That is 2 rants, and we've not even got past the first paper yet. It's like, oh. The Daily Star. Oh my god, look at this. How's this for a headline? Cheaper than the sun and a lot more fun. Gav, epic fail on exams. A-grade clowns. Alright, that's got to be the Education Secretary. And Bojo the Clown. I must do better, A-grade clowns. Right, so A-grade clowns is the Daily Star's front page take on the A-level results, with the papers mischievously, at least it's not Ofqual. Damn it. Ofqual. Off qual. Get it out. 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 A-grade clowns is the Daily Star's front page take on A-level results, with the paper mischievously depicting Mr. Williamson wearing a dunce hat. Yes, Mr. Williamson, you need to wear a dunce hat. That is a cracking picture, actually. And Boris Johnson has a red nose while standing in front of a blackboard of lines reading "I must do better." For those that are watching outside of the UK, lines are where it's like a written punishment in the UK, where you must write the same sentence out so many times. I'm not going to get too ranty about this much. Oh, I so am. No, I so am. I just think it's the kids that are suffering as a result of political ineptity. Ineptity, is that a word? Inepticity? Silliness? So just the lack of ability to be able to do the right thing. They're inept. Yes. Unfair A-level results must be reviewed. Demands that the government U-turn after widespread downgrading of student scores. Oh boy. Those from this is it. This is where it comes. This is terrible. Those from poorest backgrounds more likely to be penalised after marks are moderated. Head teachers hit out at decisions to standardise exam results with an algorithm. We did not expect a set of results that in no way reflects the students' abilities. Wow. Do you not think that the teachers know better than off-qual? I think the teachers know better than off-qual. I think they do. Listen, if you are an A-level student and you're watching on TikTok and you've got your A-level results today and they're garbage, come on, join us on YouTube and tell me there. The chat's much bigger, because I think it's an absolute disgrace. I really do. We're in a unique situation where you guys have had no exams, right? You've had no exams, and there's no proper way of saying this other than it's a shame, and we have to roll with it. Okay. However, we don't have to roll with off-qual. Off-qual have given you guys a lame set of downgraded results. The teachers know your abilities best, and do you not think they're going to turn around and go, hey, right, let's look at this exam paper, let's look at the abilities of the students and then give them an appropriate grade? I really think that they will. I mean, that's what we're relying on the teachers to do in Scotland. We put trust in our teachers up here. We're kind of grown up about the whole thing. It's like we looked at it and went, yeah, do you know something? That's wrong. That is totally wrong. The equivalent of off-qual up in Scotland is like, nah, no way. Okay, and then Nicola Sturgeon comes on, John Swinney comes on. That is the First Minister and Deputy First Minister of Scotland, and they go, listen, we are sorry, so sorry. We kind of dropped the ball on that, but you know what we're going to do? We're going to fix this, and we've instructed the off-qual to not have those up here. We're telling them that we are going to go with the grades that the teacher said, because teachers know best. They know best. Boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. Crazy times. Right, so the blurb at the bottom of the I paper says the I also leads on calls for unfair A-level results to be reviewed, while also pointing out that the record numbers of disadvantaged pupils have been accepted to university courses. Also on its front page, the paper promotes its special report on symptoms of coronavirus that won't go away. Long COVID symptoms that won't go away. Interesting. Okay, here we go. Katy Perry on the pregnancy and pandemic and pop. I never knew Katy Perry was pregnant. I'm wow, crazy. Right, okay, The Guardian. Poorest hit hardest by A-level results downgrade. Oh, really? Really, the poorest? Do you think they're trying to classify this? And when I say classify, I mean the ability to put people into class type brackets again. Do you think that British / English exceptionalism is based around the class system, where basically you guys in the poorer areas are assumed to be thick? That does my head in. I'm sorry, I am not anti-royal, I am not anti-English, I'm predominantly anti-Westminster. Okay, I am seriously anti-Dominic Cummings and anti-Boris Johnson. Okay, but I think all the people in the world, we all go to the toilet, we all wipe our own butts, we all do these things. This is us. This is what we do. We all breathe. We all have to eat food. So just because you have a little bit more money, just because your family owns an estate, makes you better than me. I don't think so. I think that for you to turn around and say that you are better than me is a friggin' joke, and you're a joke at the end of the day. It's a terrible thing. Let's just go square goes in the octagon. Let's just do it. Let's do it. Anyway, moving on. I'll go square goes with you. Happily. Yeah? We'll soon sort out who's got more class. Dicks. Did I just say that? Apologies. Okay, the Guardian splash leads with a warning from Britain's equalities watchdog that will intervene in the outcry over the handling of the A-level results after students from disadvantaged backgrounds appear to be hit hardest under the government's calculated marking system. The Equality and Human Rights Commission, which will probably be abolished after Brexit, by the way, okay, told the paper it would consider all its powers so that the ethnic minority and disabled children are treated fairly. Meanwhile, the front page also reports on a historic deal between Israel and the United Arab Emirates to establish full diplomatic ties, under which Israel would suspend its plans to annex parts of the Palestinian territories. But the Guardian says cracks have quickly appeared in the Washington brokered deal after Israel's Prime Minister Benjamin Netanyahu I can never say his name right. When Prime Minister Ben said that there was no change to his annexation plans, while the UAE insisted Israel must immediately halt those plans. Whoa. I am not anti-Semitic. I'm not anti-Jewish. I'm not anti-Muslim. You know something? I just wish we could all get along and move past this nonsense stuff. There's going to be at least 2 generations of hate coming out of the Middle East between Israel and predominantly all the Arab states, and I get that. It's an awful thing, and I couldn't begin to understand it fully. But what I do understand, and I'm more than capable of saying, is saying, listen, we can't go on like this forever. We cannot go on like this forever, and we need to take a step back from it and think about the future. Why aren't we as a planet building hotels on the moon yet? We're not building hotels on the moon. Do we not have public shuttle flights to bed and breakfasts, satellite type things going on? Why don't we have that? Because we're too busy creating technology to kill each other rather than to expand our universes. We should be out there exploring the solar system, preparing to explore the galaxy. It's just not on. It's just not on. It's a joke. I want to go and have a holiday by the Sea of Tranquility. Build a sand castle there, with a little bucket and spade. Fill that bucket up with moon sand, turn it down. Oh, there you go. Perfection. Little moon sand castle. That'd be great fun. Right, Financial Times. Ministers face backlash and call to review downgraded A-level results. Well, that was inevitable. Are they going to do a U-turn? This is the thing. Will they do a U-turn? They're going to need to do something, because after Scotland turned round and said, hey, we're sorry, we kind of screwed up, we're going to fix it, and this is what we're going to do to fix it. We will fix it by actually fixing it with a definitive fix-it plan. The Scottish Parliament was kind of like Bob the Builder. Can they fix it? Well, yes, they can. They can fix it. Totally fix it. you know, which is crazy, 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 crazy. But I feel really sorry for my English brothers and sisters down south, with Westminster kind of like hovering about whether to do it or not. It's down to their egos. It's purely down to their egos. They don't want to be seen making a mistake, but they've made too many mistakes already about it all. Listen, I keep saying this. I'm not anti-English. I'm pro British, and I'm pro Scottish, and I'm pro Scottish independence, but I'm not anti-English. I just don't like the political class down in Westminster, from wherever they come from, to be perfectly honest. I'm not wild about the SNP guys down there. I really don't. I used to be a hardcore Labour voter. I've never voted Conservative in my life, but I used to be a very hardcore Labour voter, and it just does my head in. It really does, it really does. And a big Union Jack to you, my friend. Let me have a look. Who's that? Is that Strictly Stitchy? I can't read it. What time is it here? It is almost 7 o'clock, brother. Like I say, I'm not. My dad's English. Why would God. And I'm not against the Union Jack. I'm very much pro Scottish flag, and Union Jack is a good thing for everything else. It doesn't offend me. The flag doesn't offend me. I don't think it has its place on certain things throughout all the islands. I wouldn't want to see the Union Jack planted on projects solely done in Wales. I think that we should keep to our flags. It's a petty thing. It's a petty thing. Anyway, I'm going to move on. I'm on a tangent just now. God, off on the different direction. No, Morgan, I don't hate the British. I don't. I'm not. It's not that. It's Morgan Riley is one of my mods on YouTube, and he's saying one of your mods is British. You can't hate me, law. I know. I don't hate you. I don't hate anybody apart from people that kind of hurt other people. Let's get to the big screen. God, hold on. Let's bring up the big screen just now. Has that got music playing though? No, the music's off. That's cool. Right, listen, I don't dislike anybody. I really, really don't. Okay, you're from Falkirk. Somebody's from Falkirk in the old TikTok. This is Edinburgh calling right here. We are from Edinburgh, which is cool. And we're live on YouTube as well at the same time, which is cool. So, yeah, what was I saying? Don't dislike Britain as a union, as a trading group, as a block of countries working together. I don't feel that we're working together. There was so many during the last independence referendum. There was Devo Max was kind of promised, and some of it's been delivered, but the main things, the important things, have been kind of stepped back a little bit. And then there's Glasgow calling. There's Scottish Cal. Hey, how you doing, Glasgow calling? What is my pick? My picture is basically just saying, we're live on YouTube. For that. Glad to have you, Scottish Cal. I really like it when you join in. Thank you for joining us again here. It's always good fun when you're here too. It's nice. It's good. It's like it. I do. I like it lots. And who's that? Oh, I can read your name now properly. Stitchy Focus. Welcome from TikTok. Thank you for coming join us on the Tube of Views. That's great. You can now actually see the papers when I bring them up properly. Let's bring up the small paper screen. So look, it's much more interesting. Much more interesting than TikTok. TikTok's good fun, which is good. And there's Morgan. Morgan is a fantastic mod, and Barry's a fantastic mod as well. These guys will always keep you right with everything on YouTube with us, which is cool. They like to pump up the old YouTube an awful lot. Which is really good. They keep me right as well and stop me from going off on a tangent. If I go too crazy, Barry will send me a text. Don't send me a text this morning, please, Barry, because I'm using my phone for the tick of talks as well there, which is good. Yeah, cool. Got to give me those vibes. Brilliant. A big shout out to Scottish Cal. Scottish Cal's got some really cool sort of like, you've got quite a few glitchy things going on there with that mask and things on your TikToks. Very artistic. I kind of got drawn into the rabbit hole of your stuff the other day there. I quite liked that. It was good. Right, anyway, back to the papers, for goodness sake. Let's just go back to the papers. Let's bring up the big paper again just now. Move past this. I thought there was a wasp flying in my living room there. The Metro A-level results, big fat F for fiasco. And that's the truth. It really is. And there's a great picture of Boris. We'll show you that in a minute. Boris lifts the lock. Oh my God. Boris Johnson with his thumbs up. Hey, I'm Boris Johnson. Yes, yes, yes. I'm fantastic. I am. This A-level fiasco. Don't do what the Scottish have done. No, don't do that. It'll make us look incompetent. Sorry, it'll make us look more incompetent. Crazy. Crazy. What is in my PC? What's in my PC? I don't know what's in my PC. Oh, Barry will keep me right because Barry's the one that put this together for me. Works quite well most of the time. Last night we had a bit of what's it called, processor going a bit crazy. We're sitting at around about 80% where it should be just now because it's a quad core, but it works quite well. Yeah, brilliant. Okay, listen, let's just say right now, okay, that my biggest thing other than education just now is people that are still not taking this pandemic seriously enough. I get why some people don't want to wear masks with the medical thing, but see if you're capable of wearing a mask, go and just wear one, please. All right, please, go and just wear one. The reason being is that people like me who have been shielding, who have been in quarantine, within the next week or so, we're all going to be back in the world, which is fine. But we don't. This virus is still out there, and you only have to wear it in built-up indoor areas. So that would be about it. Stitchy, I'll send you. I'll put a wee thing on one of my Instagrams, a wee capture for you to see what's in my PC. Or if you've got Instagram, I can send you it there. Quite happily, I'll send you the full spec of what I've got. Because I can't bring it up right now because I'm in the middle of doing the show, but I think it's 16 gig of RAM. It's a quad core processor. It's got a Radeon something or other graphics card, and then I've got a nice big screen. It works. It does its job, what it's supposed to do. It's not. There's certain games that I can't play on it. Like I don't think it would be very happy. With Fallout 4, I think it would probably cry into its little processor cup and go, "What are you doing to me?" It does that sometimes when I stream and rant too much. It kind of reels me back in. But TikTok land, if you wondered what I'm talking about, I'm talking up to fellow YouTubers because we're live on YouTube as well as on with the Tick of Talks. Yeah, do you know what, Scottish Cal? You're right. It does. It triggers me as well. It's of course it's a choice. If you have a breathing condition anyway, you might not want to wear it. So everybody else wearing a mask kind of protects the genuine people who can't wear a mask. But you're protecting babies. Do you not want to protect friggin' babies? Babies need to be protected. Damn it! It does my head in. Oh, I've got a baby. I've got a 2-year-old. He can't wear a mask. He'll just pull the thing off. Don't get me started. Well, I already am. And Boris Johnson, you're a friggin' joke. You really, really are. Because we're going into this this moment in time where Boris lifts the locks of lockdown. Leisure curbs eased from tomorrow. Pilot schemes for sporting events, but tough fines for rule breakers, and France put on the quarantine list. Yeah, amazing. Thumbs up, Boris. Thumbs up. That's what the picture is in front of the paper. Boris is biased. You're the biased, Boris. Does my friggin' head in. Anyway, looking at this, I'm all for more personal freedoms. I think that it's good. and I do, but let's just be sensible, please, England. Let's just be sensible. You've had a couple of times where the freedom has sent you off into an exceptionalism type frenzy of wanting to go out and go wild. Protect yourselves, please. Wash your hands, use gels, wear a mask in built up areas. Try and stay at home as much as you can. Just because things are done. Yes, you know, you can still involve yourself in the economy and making sure we're all good. However, health crisis, you know, health crisis. Let me say this one more time. Health crisis. It will end up affecting every family in some way or another in this country. Right? In these islands, it will touch your life in some way before it is over. Guaranteed, you know? Guaranteed. Wow. Right, let's have a quick look at these things here. Scottish Cal's having a good chat with me here. The mask thing triggers, yes, I totally agree with that. It has been I've been on so many buses at people sitting without it. Yes, my wife and I were on a bus the other day there, and I swear to God, I'll tell you about that in a second. How can they lift it after the outbreaks from when they have? Of course, that's it. In England they lifted some restrictions within 2 weeks. They had serious pockets of outbreaks, okay, and now they're lifting more. It's like they just want to kill us, you know. It's like, here, Boris, come here, says Dominic. Do you know how they don't want to? We don't want to do herd immunity. Let's do it by stealth, okay? Because people are dicks, you know. They're going to turn around and not do as we say anyway. Especially considering I'm not prepared to do what I say. I hate Dominic Cummings with a passion. If there's a man that I want to go square goes with in the octagon more than anybody else, it's Dominic Cummings. That would be a pay-per-view. I would give up my pay-per-view fee for that happily to go square goes with him. You can even hit me first, just so I can see what his pussy-like friggin' punch would be like. I'm not really for violence, you know. I'm an ex-soldier. I've studied martial arts since I was 5. I enjoy doing different things, like fighting on the mat, but I'm a perfect gentleman outside. The use of violence has to be a controlled thing, not something that just comes off the bat. You know, what can I say? If it's in the octagon, it would not be octagon go. Honestly, we would wear masks in the octagon, alright? Just so we don't breathe on each other. Right, okay. Morgan Riley is saying in the YouTube chat, the virus is not a joke, and so many people are treating it as such. Yes, I totally agree, and it doesn't help that the government won't put their foot down and do the right thing. The question remains, right, okay, how come in Scotland we still have people not wanting to wear masks? We totally get that. On the buses, the Scottish Cal experienced a bus issue. I experienced a bus issue, and I will tell you that story in a second. But how come we kind of have got it more right and better than the way that Westminster's done it? Is it because maybe we had a consistent message from our leadership every day? You know, that COVID briefing that Nicola Sturgeon does? Love her or hate her, okay? I don't care. Let's put politics aside. Let's just look at the leadership of it all just now, okay? You don't have the leadership polls between the Prime Minister of these islands and the First Minister of Scotland being like, we're talking miles apart, more positive for the Scottish leader if leadership is not being shown, okay? Nicola Sturgeon has shown leadership. You know, it's true. It's true. What can I say? We've had a consistent message, which is, you know, the facts, you know, face masks, stuff like that, you know, in all built up areas. That's the most important one. I think it's down to the consistency of the message. I think that if Boris or somebody from the government was out there doing the consistent message, sticking to the same rules all the time, hammering it home to people, then yeah, it would be a better thing. But it's not happened. It really, really hasn't happened that way which is a damn shame. Damn shame. Yes, because we aren't morons. I didn't want to say that, Scottish Cal. You know, you have to come and join our community, because that's the sort of sense of humour that Barry likes as well. You know? That's brilliant. Yes, we are not morons. Wow. Yeah. That thought was in my head, but it had that Harry Potter thing. I took it out, you know, and put it to the side. I can't say that. But thank you for speaking my mind. That's brilliant. Let's move on. Daily Express, A-levels, the agony and the ecstasy. Ruthless, tough. Oh, here we go. This is the fines. This is the other thing that they're doing just now. They are going to be enforcing tough new £3,200 fines for refusing to wear a mask. Why 3,200? That is a bizarre figure. Why not make it like around 3,500 or a 3,000 or 5,000? Why does that mean like they've estimated, right? Okay, we estimate that we're going to get X amount of people that we can fine and enforce. How much money do we want to make from this? We need to make £2 million from it. Right, good. So let's divide the amount of people by 2 million. That works out to be fines of £3,200. Right. We'll do that. It doesn't seem to be a proper ripening of a fine, an evolution of stepping up from one thing to another. I personally would make it a straight up, unless you have a medical condition that is warranted by your doctor not to wear a mask, okay? The 3,200 fine thing, and you know what, you shouldn't even need to. I think it's a terrible thing having to carry some sort of identity thing around with you to say, hey, look, here's my little card. My little card says I don't need to wear a mask. You should receive the fine, okay, but know that you're not going to have to do it, and then all you have to do is take the number off, say, your doctor's letter, stick that onto the fine thing and post it off, and then, you know, it's just the technology should be able to do that. Then the numbers on a database saying that Mojax Happy here has a little certificate saying that I don't need to wear the mask for medical conditions. And do you know something? If you don't need to wear a mask, if you can't wear one for medical conditions, that's fine. But like I said before, if the rest of us wear a mask, it means we're protecting you guys as well, you know? It's crazy. I'm going straight to Scottish Cal here. Right, what I'll do, Cal, is if you're on Instagram, okay, send me a wee DM on Instagram, okay, and I will send you. It's a Discord thing. It's a nice quiet Discord, but it's they're a good bunch of folk when they're all chatty. There's lots of things going on just now. Where people are, you know, holidays and stuff. People are away doing things. You wouldn't think that they're doing holidays, but people are. Lots of other things going on with I think we've got about 45, 50 people in the Discord. Basically, we usually go on after a show for a live chat just to speak to folk. Barry does some game streaming in there. There's a section where you can, you know, if you've got your own YouTube or your own TikTok, you can drop a link in there for people to join it, and people sometimes go and view it. It's pretty cool. It's pretty good. Fresh meat for the sacrifice. Oh, you mean a new person for Discord? Yes, Morgan. Stop being rude. We want to encourage cool people to come to our Discord. Ignore Morgan, please. Morgan's a good one. So yeah. So if you've got one, and you can semi-code on it. Barry's our major coder. He lives in the world of binary and code, by the way. So if you can semi-code, I will just leave you and Barry to get a room. You know, I brought somebody else in that was a bit of a tech head. I mean, my brain is VHS, right? It really is. I can barely use a mouse. I'm lucky that I can use OBS and TikTok, to be perfectly fair, all right? But in the grand scheme of things, the level of the ability of Barry is ridiculous. He's fantastic. So I have a creative thought and say, can we do this on the internet? Blah blah blah. And he looks at me. I can feel, if we're on the phone, I can feel the sort of like the glare of like, probably God, do I have to make that happen? Yeah, just make it happen, you know. And sometimes I need to be reeled in because my ideas are a bit crazy. But yeah, send me a wee PM on Instagram, and I will basically pull out a link for you. And if we go onto Discord, I'll definitely get it done. I've got to take my daughter away to buy school uniforms pretty much right after the show, breakfast, get the other kids ready for school and stuff. But what I'll do is I'll give you a wee time when roughly I'll be on, because I like to do, boom, get it all. What's that one? Oh yeah, then you could stop by. We also have a website, radioapocalypse.live as well. Thank you, Barry. Thank you, Barry, for keeping me right. But yeah, if you do that, I like to, because we're quite fussy about who comes into the community, because we've had a big troll problem in the past, which we've managed to sort of clean out really well. We don't want idiots coming into it, so we want people that we've interacted with, that are quite cool, that are quite laid back, that are basically, they're not fannies, right? We don't want pure fannies coming in, or people that are going to be disruptive. We want to have an eclectic group of creative thinkers, free thinkers, people that are honest and can follow the rules of the Discord, and they're common sense rules, they're great. They're just like, basically, don't be a dick. That's pretty much the rules. And a couple of little safety rules as well about photographs and stuff. But I like to be on live when I send the invite, so I can see you come in and take you right out of the because when you come in, you'll be in a welcome area, which you'll get a little message for, but then you will not see anything else at all. And until I bring you down into the members area, that's where it all happens, which is cool. Is that you sending me a wee message? I'm getting Instagram things. Is that Joe? How bizarre. Right, okay. Everything seems to be working fine there. It's just not wanting to work here. I don't know why this isn't working. TikTok land can hear me, but YouTube land cannot. Which is a bit crazy. A bit crazy. Right, okay, right. Last chance. Wow. Right, well, I'm going to have to call it a day on the old tube of views. Very bizarre.
Why?
I've fixed it. Can you hear me? For some reason, I can't hear me. It's not coming through on through my headphones. There is no sound coming through at all. Can you hear me in YouTube land? Right, hold on. We can hear you now. Very good. Right, it's cool. It's weird that what's it called? Is it called Voice Meter Potato is not picking me up whatsoever. It's most bizarre. Most bizarre. Anyway, that's good. It would help if I would read the chat. You're a cheeky so-and-so, Morgan. That's why we love you. Honest to goodness. Right, okay. So, yeah, what we're saying who's going to enforce the fines? I think that the police will have a tough time doing it, like any new sort of fine. Let's move on to the Times. Travellers to France sent into quarantine. Tory MPs revolt over shambolic A-levels. Yes, we've gone through that. Daily fail au revoir to French holidays as country joins quarantine list. Harry buys an £11 million home from abuse case oligarch. Tycoon owner in vicious battle with wife who claims he threatened to chop her up. Was that what's it called? Johnny Depp case? I don't know. Right. We are pretty much done for the day. That is the papers done. Excellent. How long have we been on the air for? I think that I've ranted too long. Yeah, we're just short of an hour. Damn it, I'm supposed to try and curb these down to, down to 30 minutes. We're going to have to check that out. And I also now need to go and check out all my microphone software because I can see that the mic is working on OBS, but I can't hear a thing on this whatsoever. I can hear background fuzzy noises, but I can't hear anything else. I can't hear the music or nothing. So we're going to go. We will see you guys tonight. We have what's tonight is open mic night tonight, now known as It's Not the Friday Night Show. We have a few things to talk about. I will be setting that up this afternoon and spamming the living daylights out of it. So I hope you can join us tonight. And yeah, I'm away to go and wake up the kids, get them dressed for school. You have a fantastic day, and we shall see you all soon. TikTok people, hang fire. I will speak to you a little bit longer as we switch off the rest of the show. So please do take care, and we will see you all soon. Oh, I can hear music now, but I can't hear the microphone. Hold on. That's weird. Crazy times. Right, we're out of here. Speak to you all soon. Remember to wash your hands. Whoa.
Mojax Happy's Radio Apocalypse.